My sister leaned across the table, stared at my child, and said, "Your son doesn't deserve to be at my son's birthday." All I'd done was tell her no, I wasn't buying the luxury SUV she'd circled online like it already wore her initials. For a moment, the room froze. Then laughter skittered. My parents, relatives, as if hurting Noah were entertainment. I touched my boy's shoulder, met their eyes, and said, "Everyone will get what they deserve." I'm Maya Hart, 34, a music producer, mostly alone, in Los Angeles. Most days it's me, a half-built melody, and Noah sketching beside my desk while I chase notes. I'm good at quiet. When storms live in your family, you learn to make your own weather. I became the fixer before I could define it. At 10, I turned panic into steps. At 20, I turned paychecks into patches. Sable, 4 years younger, theatrical, learned that loudness drew attention. Quiet competence drew duty. So I held things together. When money arrived from songs, no one asked Sable for help. They asked me on reflex. The dead AC at my parents' house, my mother's groceries, my father's insurance, then Sable's gas, Sable's makeup, Sable's pop-up. Helping felt like love until it felt like a leash. Dinner was the escalation. Sable showed up late, performing for her phone. "My followers know I'm getting a Matt G class," she purred. "You saw the links." I cut Noah's chicken and said, "No." Laughter again, then her blade to Noah. The room went cold. Something in me shifted from appeasement to strategy. That night, after Noah slept, I opened a blank note and typed one word: boundaries. I listed every quiet obligation they'd hung on me: the phone line on my account, Dad's insurance I'd temporarily covered, Sable's storage unit, streaming logins, autopays that bled in the dark. Seeing it stacked was like opening a window. I wrote 3 messages, brief, factual. To Mom: tomorrow her line transfers, here are the steps. To Dad: on the 1st, his policy charges his card. To Sable: an itemized ledger with a plan. I ended, "I'm your sister, not a lender." I deleted anything that sounded like history. Then I hit send. The house didn't explode. Morning came pale. Noah woke early, proud of the birthday card he'd drawn, a crooked blue car, a stick figure waving. "Will he like it?" he asked. "He'll love it," I said. At my parents' place, the party performed itself. Balloons, cupcakes, a rented slide. Sable posed in a white jumpsuit. "Oh, you came," she said. "Did you bring the keys?" "No," my mother drifted close. "Maya, don't cause a scene." "I'm not," I said. "But last night Sable told Noah he didn't deserve to be here." My father lifted a spatula. "Be reasonable." "Jokes land differently when they use a child," I said. Noah's hand found mine. I squeezed once. "Buddy, sit with Grandpa a minute." He obeyed, card clutched like glass. I faced my family. "I'm done. Bills, bailouts, rebrands, done. Services transferred, insurance moved, storage off my card. And Sable, you'll repay what you owe. I'm not a wallet." "You can't talk to me like that," she hissy-aw. "I just did." Noah asked, "Can I give Jaden his card now?" "Go," I said. They hugged. The yard went quiet. We left. By Monday, the consequences landed where they belonged. Emails chimed. The carrier confirmed the transfer. The insurer updated billing. 2 streamers sent confirmations. Clearing obligations felt like hauling junk from a locked room and finding a window. Mom called first, voice small. "My phone's off." "I sent instructions," I said. "You can handle it." A breath, then, "Okay." Dad texted next. Got the insurance notice. No lecture, no guilt. The absence of noise was its own weather change. Sable detonated across platforms, vague posts, black backgrounds, polls about betrayal. She sent me a paragraph of flames, and later, "You really cut me off?" I didn't answer. Boundaries do their own talking. 2 evenings later, Mom stood on my porch, shoulders curved. She didn't push inside. "You're right," she whispered. "About last night. About how we treat you." Not an apology, but the doorframe of one. The next morning, one message from Sable. "I was wrong to say that about Noah." 12 words, a crack in the wall. A week passed. My house learned a new silence. The ordinary kind, made of pencils, dishwater, Noah's humming. We walked to the park near our place. Light threw gold on the grass. Noah raced the slide, hair wild, laugh clean. He barreled into me. "Do we still love them?" "We do," I said, kneeling. "But love wears guardrails." He considered that, then nodded, satisfied in the way children are when truth fits in their hands. On the way home, I caught our reflections in a shop window, me carrying snacks, Noah hopping squares in the sidewalk. I heard my words from that table finally settle, not a curse, a compass. Everyone will get what they deserve. And so would we, peace protected at last.